Shalom, shalom, shalom. Happy Sabbath, man. It's another one. Back with another one. We thought it wasn't going to be another one. How my people doing? How my folks doing, man? Happy Sabbath. Happy Sabbath. See, now we do it. We're going to get the incense going. Get it smelling good. Get it smelling good. Yeah, man. So this class, or whatever you want to call it, is somebody gotta be a buster. Just don't let it be you. So we're using buster as, you know, just a bad person, a hypocrite, a liar, a cheater, just a piece of trash. But you're always gonna have people in this truth, that you're not too fond of. That's contrary. But you just gotta navigate and don't let it be you. You feel me? Shalom, Akim, Big Bro, G Bar, Fabby. Shalom, sis. One of my favorite sis, right? Tisa. You gotta give her a proper grace. But yeah, so that's what we don't want to be a buster. Basically, what I'm saying, you don't want to be wicked, but we're just gonna say buster. You don't want to be a buster, and you don't want to turn into a buster. So it said busters are always going to be around. Busters are always going to be around. Just don't be one. That's all. That's all. Shalom, Tanisha. Shout out to y'all, man. I'm happy y'all came to hang out with G Bar, on this mighty Sabbath day. It's getting dark earlier, so I'm gonna start earlier. I'll be trying to start when it gets dark. How was y'all week? You guys didn't have to smack no busters up this week? How was y'all week, y'all? Tanisha, Grace, Tisa, how was y'all week? You didn't have to smack, I know we gotta dip and dodge the busters. Hold on. It'd be crazy. I be always forgetting how to use this damn thing. But yeah, week was cool, went by fast. It did go by fast too. I ain't gonna lie, it did go by pretty fast. It did go by pretty fast. Hey, like didn't they say like hold on, shout out to Andrea. Didn't they say like August 5th was the fastest day or something like that? Grace, what are you telling me that? You said it was the fastest day, August 5th? Yeah. Yeah, you said November 5th. November or August? Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, so it was the shortest day, August. Yeah. See? And we was pulling that out I think like 2 weeks ago you know, about how the Lord is speeding up the days. So August 5th was the shortest record, day record on record. Hold on. My week was blessed and filled with some trials, but yeah, how about Hashem Yahweh got me through it. I know that's right, sis. That's all we got. That's all we got is him. But he said, hey, sis, he said in our weakness, his strength. Hold on, I gotta get it. I'm butchering it. He said, I got butchering it. in your weakness. All right. First is 2 Corinthians 12:9. Damn. 2 Corinthians 12:9. I got a guess for y'all too, man. I got a guess. Hold on, I'm gonna pull them up. I got a guest, man. We got a special guest, y'all. We got a special guest. Let me get this real quick. 2 Corinthians 12:9. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. So Tisa, he says, hey, his strength is made perfect in our weakness, so we could cleave unto him most gladly. Therefore, I will rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me. W5 Seattle, Yasharala. Gone. We got a special guest. We got our brother Giddy.
We got our brother. King.
Hold on, I gotta give you the shout out to the brother. There we go. You know, brother came through. All praise to the Most High.
Yeah. Anytime from my brother, man, and then for the whole nation, man. Shabbat Shalom to the whole Yasharala, man. Straight up, just like that. Don't be no buster.
Don't be no buster. Bro, just don't be no buster. You know? What she say? Many earthquakes and flood. You know, many earthquakes and floods have taken place. Volcanic eruptions. But yeah, so we were just going over how the world is just talking about how the week went by fast. Then we was talking about how Christ, you know, how he said he gonna speed up the days, man. He said he gonna speed it up. So that's prophecy fulfilled. Nobody else said that but Christ. You know how he gonna speed up the days, man. He gonna speed, or the Bible. That's only in the Bible, not the Quran, not the unholy Quran, not nothing else. It's in this book, man. You know, people be trying to talk about our book, but they stay with our book in their mouth.
That's right.
But yeah, I'm gonna pop it off. Or unless you got something to say, or you got something or what? I'm just gonna you got something to say?
Man, we're just gonna get it. Hey, I'm just happy to be in the presence of the brother one more time, man. And hey, and all the brothers and sisters that's on the chat, man, and those who gonna watch the video moving forward, man. It's just, it's a blessing for us to be on one accord, man, according to Amos 3:3. So I mean, I rest with that, King. Let's just get it kicked off, man.
All right, so I'm gonna pop it off with Proverbs 11:1. This is one of my favorite scriptures too. One of my favorites. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. So how that correlate with the class is, you're always going to have 2 and 2. It's going to be you're going to have a righteous brother and you're going to have a buster. It's just what it is. Always, because this Bible has to play out. The things you read in here, you see all the wickedness. You got to read it, and when you read it, you got to see it. So you're gonna have to see a hypocrite. You're gonna have to see a brother betraying brother. You're gonna sister betraying sister. You're gonna have to see like the days speeding up. Like we read it. He said that's gonna happen. So what? You're gonna have to see it. We seeing it. The 6th said August 5th was the shortest day. The news said people are seeing it. Bro sent me a script. I mean a thing today with the water turned red, right? Get in. Did you read that? I didn't really get to look into it like that.
Yeah, man. They saying over in what they consider our holy land to be their holy land, but that the waters are turning red, man. And you can see
Galilee or something.
Clear as day. Yep, in Galilee.
Yeah. See, so talks about that. Talk about that in scripture. So we're gonna have to see things that are we're gonna have to read it, and then we're gonna have to see it, so we can be like, damn, prophecy fulfilled. Now it's history. And this don't have the damn apocrypha on here. Well, you got the apocrypha on you? Get in.
Khan, King.
Give me can you give me Sirach 33:15?
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 33, and verse 15. And it reads, so look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two and two, one against another.
Right. That it. Yeah. So upon all the works of the Most High, there's two and two. Like what the agents say, the yin and the yang, right? It's always gonna be this and that, a perfect balance, right? You got dark, you got light, right? You got rain, you got sunshine, right? You're always gonna have that. So you're gonna have the righteous, and you're gonna have a buster. You're gonna have like let's say Esau. He's always the opposite. Always like we say, a man and woman. He say no, man and man, right? So you're always gonna have that, and that's the Most High proving you to see which way you want to sway, you know. And it's easy to say which way you're gonna go, but it's hard to apply when things get tricky, you know. So that's what this whole walk is about. It's about not becoming a buster, you know, not becoming a buster. And we're using, that's a modern word. I'm using that word basically saying, you know, not falling out this thing, you know, not becoming a wicked, evil person. Give me John 147 real quick. This is what you want to be. Shalom.
This is the book of
Deborah.
This is the book of John, chapter 1 and 47. Jesus saw Nathanael coming to him and said of him, behold, an Israelite indeed.
He said a what?
Behold, an Israelite indeed.
He said an Israelite indeed. He said indeed. Basically like, hey, this dude right here is an upright, sincere, good brother. That's what you want Christ to say about you. You're an Israelite indeed. You don't want him to be like, man, this brother right here is off his hell, bro. Get away from me. What did he say? I never depart from me, you worker of iniquity. You want him to say, this is an Israelite indeed. An Israelite indeed, bro. That's what each and every one of us want him to say about us. Give me Psalms 26 and 2. Or you can jump in whenever you want. If you want to slide in, I ain't tripping.
Okay. No, I just wanted to add to that real quick, King, with the book of Jonah, real quick. Jonah in chapter 3 and verse 10, you know, dealing with busters, man, you know what I'm saying? And Jonah knew, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna let the script speak for itself, and then I'll expound on it. But this is Jonah chapter 3 and verse 10. And God saw their works, talking about the city of Nineveh, that they turned from their evil way, and God repented of the evil that he had said that he would do unto them, and he did not. Chapter 4, verse 1. But it displeased Jonah exceedingly, and he was very angry. You know what I'm saying? He was mad, man, bro, because he was mad because the Most High, you know what I'm saying, seen their works, and he judged them according to their works was to repent of doing the evil that he said he was going to do to them. Jonah he was being a buster, man. He knew he was like, man, look, I know the Most High is exceedingly graceful and merciful. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the night, I didn't want them to be saved, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want these people, you know what I'm saying, to have access to your grace, man. So I was a buster, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to throw that in there, you know what I'm saying? Even the prophets of old had their times of being a buster, you know what I'm saying?
See?
Straight up.
That's heavy because you said was a buster. So that's another thing. You don't have to, if you are a buster, you don't have to stay a buster. You know, you examine yourself. Hey, give me that Psalm 26:2. It goes right along with it.
All right, Psalms. This book of Psalms. You said 126?
No, 26 and 2.
26 and 2. All right, kind. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 26, verse 2. And it reads, examine me, O Lord, and prove me.
See,
Try
examine
my
me,
reins.
improve me. Go ahead.
Try my reins and my heart.
See, examine me, try me, make sure I'm not a buster, right? he said, examine my mind, examine me, make sure I'm not a buster. Give me Jeremiah. Is that it on that?
For thy loving kindness is before mine eyes, and I have walked in thy truth. I have not sat with vain persons, neither will I go with the disembellers.
See, he said, I ain't sat with no busters. He said, try me. He said, I ain't sat with no busters. So he said, try me, because you want the Most High, that you want to examine yourself, make sure you're not no buster. And if you are, fix that, fix it. Like I said, when you go to Galatians, the works of the flesh, you should go analyze all that stuff. It says it got a list. Examine that, look up the definition, make sure that ain't in you. Because we all trying to make the kingdom. Your busters will not be in the kingdom. And we're basically saying a buster is a sinful, wicked man. So, we just putting a little twist on it. Give me Jeremiah 17:10.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 10. And it reads, I, the Lord, search the heart. I tried the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings.
Right. See, he said, I tried the heart. That's why I was talking to his brother the other day. We was talking about like a law or something. It was like a little gray area, but I was telling him, I was like, hey, I don't know. I was like, you could go ahead and do that, but if you ain't right, bro, that's your ass. You sure you want to go that route? You sure you want to go, or you just want to play it on the safe side? You want to play it on the safe side. Just like, let's say, like Esau's law, like, how they be having little gray areas and with their law, like statute of limitations or something, and it's like, Jake, he'll walk the top, he'll stand clear of Esau's law, but you want to play with the Most High because you fear Esau more than you fear the Most High, when you should fear the Lord, because he said he tried the reins of the heart. So when that day come for something that's petty, bro, you trying to lose out on something that's petty, ain't no do-overs. Ain't no do-over. Some things, may not be clear. So you might just want to hold off on that until it becomes clear, or you just do without, But brothers be liking to walk that tightrope. If me, I ain't taking no chances. I'm gonna walk circumspect, like the scriptures say, because it ain't worth it, bro. You can't be gambling with your soul, man. That's like shooting dice with your soul. Nah, don't do that. Because he said he tried the reins of the heart. So the Most High, he can dig into your soul and he can see why you did what you did. He can see why you're doing what you're doing. Like, this brother may be justified. You guys may do the same thing. He's justified because he did it in sincerity and truth, and you get rejected because you did it in wickedness. Let me get Genesis 4:6 with Kang.
Yep.
I'm gonna show you one of the first busters.
This is the mighty book of Genesis, chapter 4, and verse 6. Yeah. The first buster, you got that right, King. For real. And the Lord said unto Cain, why art thou wroth? And why is thy countenance fallen? And if thou doest well, thou shalt not be accepted. And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door, and unto thee shall be his desire,
Hold on, stop
and
right
thou
there.
shalt,
So
yeah.
look, you always in life got two options. You go that way, you go this way. You go left, you go right. So that's what he's saying to Cain right here. He's like, bro, what you mad for? You know? He said, if thou doest well, he said, you're gonna be accepted. Or if you're not gonna do well, he said, you get the hell up out of here and seeing life at the door. So what this dude do? He got a choice now to make. That's why I said he's mad. You know, he's being a buster, and he got options. Let's see what he did. You know, everybody know what he ended up doing, but let's read it.
And Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass that when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him.
See, he rose up and slew him. What did his brother? His brother didn't do nothing to him. He was just envious, hating off his brother, off of what his works, off of what he was doing. He was doing the right thing. You're mad because you ain't doing it, and he smacked him upside his head and slew him. So he was a buster. He was a buster, and he wanted to stay a buster. And he went over to the east. What did you say? The east of Eden or something, where the rest of the busters was. You know, he went with the rest of the busters, and they had a big buster time. And he built a city. And you know, you guys know the story, man. You guys know the account and the rest.
I mean, that's why you got to read the verse 9, King. That's what some buster, shit, man. I don't know if you trying to keep the words clean here, but this is the right off the lips of a buster, man. Can I read the verse 9?
Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper?
Right. He's like, man, and he lied. You feel me? You know what he did. You smacked him in the head and you buried him, or you know. But he like, man, I don't know where he at. Right. So this is what we're saying. Don't let this be you. But somebody has to do this. There's always gonna be somebody out here murdering their brother, lying, all that. Just don't let it be us. You feel me? Let's not let it be. Always remember, like, nah, man, I can't do that. You always got a choice, like she said right here. She said, great, always a choice. You know, make the right choice no matter what. No matter what, you're gonna be all right. He said, if thou do as well, you're gonna be accepted. And then he said, if thou doest not, hey, sin life at the door, you're gonna let him roll over you. So yeah. We could get another buster. Let me get 1 Samuel 18:7. It's another buster. We're getting you guys not to be. So in your day-to-day life, while you're out here, you know, ripping and running through Babylon, you know, you got choices. Always remember that. Make the right choice. 18
Samuel
18 and 3. 7.
18 and 7. All right, this is the mighty book of 1 Samuel, chapter 18, verse 7. And the woman answered one another as they played and said, Saul has slain his thousands and David his 10,000s. And Saul was very wroth.
Saul was what?
Very wroth.
So hold on. Now, so look. Now, this is King David. He's not King David at the time. It's King Saul and it's David. Right? So they went dropping bodies. They're in the same squad though. But the women it's like they're making a song talking about how damn David, Saul was slaying them, but David was really rocking niggas out, rocking them, killing them Hamite. And now it says, oh boy, he's mad. He's being a buster. Well, you guys are on the same team.
Right.
Go ahead.
And Saul was very wroth, and the saying displeased him, and he said, they have ascribed unto David 10,000s, and to me they have ascribed but thousands.
Hold on, and look, and then this is let me point something out too. You know how drill music today, we talk about killing each other.
God.
We had a song we was talking about killing them. They were the sisters had a song about knocking off the ops, the real ops. And it's how low have we fallen today? This is a side note. How low have we fallen today where we're talking about each other now? I'm talking about Gideon. I'm talking about my brothers now, rapping against them. But look how we was rapping against knocking off the Hamites, knocking off the Edomites, you know, knocking off the real enemy. And now we have fallen so low that we're talking about knocking off each other just for a little bit of views, peanuts. So, you know, we're going to get back to this where we're going to be singing about knocking off the heathens. We're going to get back. But yeah, that's just a side note. Carry on, bro.
And to me, they have ascribed but thousands. And what can he have more but the kingdom?
Yeah,
and
see? Go ahead.
And Saul eyed David from that day and forward.
See, so he eyed him. He's looking at him like, this guy, man. Not knowing you're already your king. That's your brother, bro. That's your little. That's like his little homie. That's the little homie, bro. You should be proud. Like, man, this dude doing this thing. But instead, you're being a buster. You're being a buster, bro. That's just like you going out to camp or whatever, and some Edomite come up, Gideon, cut him up. And I'm mad. I'm like, man, I wanted to cut him up, man. Give me the mic. That's a buster, bro. And brothers be doing that too, though. But we're in the same team, though.
Right.
Bro, we're in the same team. It's not about that. Brothers be missing the mark. They want to be the guy. They want to be the man. They're gonna slay you. Right now, they slaying you spiritually, you know? Like they're smacking you upside the head like Cain did Abel, or they're saying, man, what does Saul say? Man, he should just be king then. Yeah, he's a little ass kid, bro. It's like a little 5-year-old say something like that. Man, you should just take all my toys. You just take all my toys. Like you guys singing, you know? It's like, bro, you got in the same team. He's being a buster, and let's show another one of him. Give me 1 Samuel 24. Start at 4.
Like
this
1 Samuel
straight up buster.
big con assist, man. Big con. So hey, this is 1 Samuel chapter 24. And we're gonna start at verse 4. You said, King?
Shalom, Nev. Oh, let me give my brother Neff the proper introduction. Shout out to my brother Neff, Kingdom.
Shalom. Yeah, this is the mighty book of 1 Samuel chapter 24, verse 4. And it reads, and the men of David said unto him, behold, the day of which the Lord said unto thee, behold, I will deliver thine enemy into thine hand.
So look,
let
me give a little context. So this is when this is David and Saul again, right? And Saul been trying to knock David off every chance he get. So now, what you say? He said he gave the enemy, which is Saul, into David's hand. So we're gonna show you. Was David a buster? We'll show you how righteous David was. He says he's the man after the Most High on heart. Read, bro. Start from the top again, my fault.
And the men of David said unto him, behold, the day of which the Lord said unto thee, behold, I will deliver thine enemy into thine hand, that thou mayest do to him as it shall seem good unto thee.
See, he said the men, they said, look, he delivered your enemy in your hand. You can do what you want. Read.
Con.
What verse is that? 4 or that's going to 5?
That's 4. We still in 4.
All right, go ahead.
Then David arose and cut off the skirt off Saul's robe privily.
Right. So he cut off his little fringes. And he's like, he dangling like, nigga, I got you, nigga. I got you, nigga. Hey, jump to 16.
All right. This is verse 16. And it came to pass when David had made an end of speaking these words unto Saul, that Saul said, is this thy voice, my son of David? And Saul lifted up his voice and wept. And he said to David, thou art more righteous than I, for thou hast rewarded me good, whereas I have rewarded thee evil.
See, so if you read, we jump, but in between, David basically like, nigga, I got your fringes in my hand, bro. And he like, damn, he cut my shit, he cut my joint off. So he's saying like, nigga, I could have slit your damn throat, but I didn't. And then Saul's like, man, you better than me, cause I would have offed you. You feel me? So David, he's like, bro, I'm not no buster like you though. You feel me? He's like, I'm not a buster like you. Because we gotta get this other account. I think you gotta jump up. Hold on. Because he said, I'm not gonna slay the Lord's anointed, right? He said, I'm gonna let the Most High get you. You know, like sometime in the streets, we call it, bro. We like, bro, I ain't even gonna do nothing to Buddy. I'm just gonna let the game get him. But you just gonna let the Most High do his thing. Jumped up to verse 6.
All right, chapter 24, verse 6.
Yeah.
All right, this is the mighty book, 1 Samuel chapter 24, at verse 6. And he said unto his men, the Lord forbid that I should do this thing unto my master, the Lord's anointed, to stretch forth mine hand against him, seeing he is the anointed of the Lord.
See, he said, man, I ain't going to stretch forth, because he was still king at the time. He's still my brother, still my, I'm not about to do nothing to him. I'm just going to show him that we could have offed him, but I'm going to let him go. Right. Yeah. So, that's mighty, because a lot of brothers, imagine, you just got to think about it. Imagine somebody trying to knock you off 2 or 3 times, and then you get them in your damn crosshairs, and you don't pull it. You're like, nah, I'm just going to look, bro. I could have got you, but I'm not, bro. Just leave me alone, bro. You feel me? Get it. Right. Just leave me alone, bro. Quit running up on me, bro. I still got respect for you, the big homie, bro. I grew up. I love you, bro. Just leave me alone. And then bro's like, man, bro, he gonna look at you like, damn, bro, yeah, you're really, like he said, you're better than me. That I would have knocked your head off, but you're letting him know, but I'm nothing like you. See, that's how you know he believed in the Most High, because he said, I'm gonna let the Most High deal with him. I'm not gonna put if anything happened to him, it's not gonna be on my hands. You feel me? It's not gonna be by my hand. That's how I be feeling too with brothers. I'm like, bro, I ain't doing nothing. I ain't get, bro. This, just let the Most High do his thing, man. So he can't say, oh no, you guys did. Nah, I didn't do nothing to you. You did that to yourself. The Most High bust your ass. You feel me? So he wasn't a buster. Give me Proverbs 12 and 26.
This is the mighty book of Proverbs.
So King David wasn't no buster. That's why, remember we said you got choices? He could have knocked him off. Right? He could have knocked him off, took the throne. His story would have been different, That blood would have been on his hands,
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 12, verse 26. And it reads, the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor.
The what?
The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor.
The righteous is more excellent than a buster.
Feel
me? That's what did Saul say? He said, man, you better than me.
That's right.
He said, you better than me. He's
Con.
telling you. He said, bro, you better than me. Because he said, I'm trying to knock you off every chance I get. And I'm trying to do it unrighteously because I'm a hater. He said, remember in 1 Samuel 8, I think 8, no, was it 18? He said he eyed him from that day over them guys slaying bodies. Over them slaying bodies on the same team. He was hating off them. And that's why he said you're better than me, because he didn't stoop down to his level. Because somebody, they can make you, get you out the spirit and make you stoop down to their level and bring you with them, right? And bring you down with them, you know. And brothers be doing that too. Like they trying to, like their life is miserable. They're a crash out, in and out of jail. You got things going on, family man, good job, everything. They trying to make, that's why I say misery loves company. They trying to bring you, yeah, come down with me. Nah, partner. Nah, bro. Let's leave me. Get the hell out. I'm gonna defend myself, but stay the hell away from me, bro. Finish that out, bro.
Salakia. Proverbs. I'm sorry, I got distracted. It was Proverbs
12:26.
12:26. That's right. Salakia. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them.
See, the way of the wicked can seduce you. He can bring you down with him, right? The wicked can, like, let's get a scenario, like, okay, say for instance, let me see, give me something. Say smoking, you used to smoke or something, right? The wicked, you like, Rob, I don't do that no more, you know. And he just keep coming along. Like, man, you sure? You sure? He catch you on those good ones when you're down and out, had a hard day, and then he's like, bro, and you're like, man, here, man. So you got seduced, you know. So that's why you gotta be careful, bro. Walk circumspect in this walk, man. This is not a competition, bro. It's not a competition. This is your soul on the line. I think people be getting it messed up, bro. They be thinking it's a competition, you know, and it's not. You got something, bro? Let me know.
Con. I got my precepts here. I'm gonna gather them in just a second, King. So just keep on going, and
all right. We're gonna get another buster. Give me numbers, or you want me to read it while you do your thing?
Yeah, you read it real quick, and I'm gonna come right back with my precepts.
Yep. All right. We're gonna get another buster. Let me get I'm gonna get Numbers. The book of Numbers 16. A lot of people don't know about this, Buster, unless you read your Bible. Watch this. Korah, the Levite. Hold on. Okay. Now, Korah, the son of Izhar, the son of Kohath, the son of Levi, and Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, and On, the son of Peleth, sons of Reuben, took men. So these are they took some men. Watch verse 2. And they rose up before Moses. See, you got that same spirit. They rose up with certain of the children of Israel. So they got some of the homies, 250 princes of the assembly, famous in the congregation, men of renown. So they got 250 princes. They got some famous, well-known, like known brothers, right? 250. Watch this. And they gathered themselves together against Moses and against Aaron, and said unto them, ye take too much upon you, seeing all the congregation are holy. They're like, man, you guys are doing too much. We're all holy. We're all Israel, man. Chill out. This is what they're saying. They pressing Moses and Aaron. They jealous. Every one of them, and the Lord is among them. Wherefore then lift ye up yourself above the congregation of the Lord. So they're like, man, why you guys think you guys better than us? That's what these guys, Korah and them guys, are saying. Look, and Moses, when Moses heard this, he fell upon his face. And Moses was like, oh my God. He's like, you niggas is tripping. You know, Moses was very meek, humble, and everything. So he's like, man, you already know that ain't in his spirit. But they're looking at him. They're like, they want his spot. He's like, oh my God, these niggas are tripping. You know, the Israelites gave Moses hell in that wilderness. So he's like, oh my God. Watch this. Verse 5. And he spake unto Korah and to all his company, saying, even tomorrow the Lord will show who are his. He said, man, tomorrow, check this. He said, check this out. Check this out, Korah. He said, the Lord going to show who he's with tomorrow and who is holy, right? And who is holy. And I will cause them to come near unto him. And even him whom he have chosen will he cause to come near unto. He's like, he going to choose tomorrow, man. Y'all tripping. So, due to it for the second time, we're going to jump through. We're going to see what happened to Korah. You guys can read this on your own, all the good stuff. I'm just going to go to the meat 31. And it came to pass. So look, remember he said we're going to see tomorrow. We're going to see what's good. So tomorrow came and look what happened. And it came to pass as he had made an end of speaking all these words that the ground clave asunder that was under them. So the ground broke open. And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up in their houses and all the men that appertain unto Korah and all their goods. So all them 250 princes, they got knocked. They fell into the earth like a sinkhole. 33. They and all that appertained to them went down alive into the pit, and the earth closed upon them, and they perished from among the congregation. So they got knocked off for being busters, for hating on Moses and just not being what's the word I'm looking for? Content. Not being content with their spot. They got, and they want to be a busters. And what happened? They got a sinkhole. And all Israel that was round about them fled at the cry of them, for they said, lest the earth swallow us up. They're like, we don't want to be busters. The sinkholes want to swallow us up. So that's another buster. We got Cain, buster, Saul, buster. What's the other dude? Oh, Korah, buster. Brother, you want me to put you back up? Gideon?
Con. My bad, King. I don't know. It kicked me out when I stepped out.
Yeah, he was a straight buster. Yeah, Buster's even in. Yeah, this buster. Yeah, Buster's even in biblical times. Why we're bringing it up. Hey, there's nothing new underneath the sun. There's busters now, busters back then. Just don't let it be you. Shalom, Jose. My brother Jose. My Issachar brother. Northern Kingdom brother. But yeah, bro, if you got your stuff, go ahead, bang.
I just got a couple precepts, King. Nothing too major. What I got you holding, son? Come bring it out for me. Say it loud so they can hear you.
This is the book of Galatians 5, verse 17.
Galatians chapter 5 and verse 17. Bring it out.
For the flesh lusteth against the spirit.
For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we just talking about. These busters, man. They're letting their flesh, you know what I'm saying, turn up, man. This is the lust of the flesh, man. You know what I'm saying? With Saul, he getting mad and frustrated because women is singing songs, you know what I'm saying, and making songs about how mighty David is, you know what I'm saying? So he got in his flesh, man. What else to say, King?
And the spirit against the flesh.
And the spirit against the flesh. Like you said, man, there's two and two, man, and they're working against each other, right, King? You know what I'm saying? Continue.
And these are contrary
and they're contrary, man. We're dealing with the contrary spirits, man. That's that buster spirit, man. The spirit of the contrary, man. That's the spirit of the left hand side, man. Is that it for that? Continue.
The one to the other,
Uh-huh.
so that ye cannot do the things that ye would.
So, hey, man, that spirit is going to be here. It's going to stay here. And like me and the brother was talking, this is what lets you know that the word is real, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a spirit that's always going to be there. That's going to be contrary, man. They call it the Antichrist spirit in the New Testament, man. But with this spirit being here since the days of old, the brother just said, man, there's nothing new under the sun, man. That's right. That's right, Neff. Man, Khan, big Khan to you right there, King. What else I got you holding?
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 16, verse 13.
Sirach chapter 16, verse 13. Bring it out.
The sinner shall not escape with his spoils.
Hey, and the sinner shall not escape with his spoils. We seen what happened to Saul. You know what I'm saying? He didn't, what was promised to him and his children, man, that shit was wiped away, man. Hey, everything that was promised to Saul, man, to go to him and his in his bloodline, man, was wiped away, man, because of his sinning and getting in his flesh one time, man. This only takes is one time to be a buster, man. You know what I'm saying? And get your knock blocked, your block knocked off, man. Get your light blown out, man. He'll blow your candle out, man. What up? Are you done with that?
And the patience of the godly shall not be frustrated.
And the patience of the godly, of the righteous, shall not be frustrated. You know what I'm saying? Just like, Saul said, hey, David is more righteous than I, man. Hey, man, David wasn't frustrated. He dangled them fringes in his face, man. He was like, look, man, I got you. And I could have got you 2 or 3 times already, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up. But I rest with that, man. I digress, King, because you already laid out the foundation. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to come through, man, and just add a little bit of,
sauce.
That's a little sauce on top, man. You know what I'm saying? All praise to the Most High.
Man.
That's right.
Real. Mighty.
Right.
Don't be no buster, man. Be righteous, man. Be righteous in this thing. I think that's like when I first read that first account about when how David was moving. David, he really, bro. That's to study David, bro. You should really study how David was moving in that in Samuel's and in King. No, in King, a little bit in King, but mainly Samuel. But you should study, bro. He's different, bro. He says the man after the Most High's own heart, bro. That's where you wanna study him and be like him. That's it, bro. Because a lot of brothers, bro, that was a test for David when he said in verse 4, 1 Samuel 24:4, when he said, oh, the Lord, his homie was like, the Lord gave your enemy into your hand. A lot of brothers gonna slack you. I'm on it, bro. The Lord delivered them to me, right?
Yeah, do as I will, man.
He said, we ain't cutting no fringes off. We cutting his head off. Yeah, I'm gonna take his head, show it to all Israel. Now I'm king. But he was like, nah, man, I ain't doing that, bro. Because he was like, that's the big homie. He had love for him. You feel me? You ever seen like in the hood, though, you see a fallen big homie, like he might be smoked out or something, and you see brothers kicking him in the ass and stuff. And you're like, bro, come do that, bro. That's OG so-and-so, bro. He just down there. He's not in his glory, bro. Know I got respect for that brother, bro. That brother, he looked out for me. That's the big homie. Nah, bro, chill. I know you've been out there get in and you seen some of the homies down on their luck, and you see somebody treating, pushing, like, nah, bro, chill, bro. This is so, bro, chill. I will always love this brother. Forever, even if he don't understand it, he may not even understand, but bro, you got it. I love you. The Most High. We're just going. I'm gonna fall back. And then you might see a couple years later he die, but it ain't by you. You have nothing to do with it. I just hear I'm like, damn. And I got countless homies like that in the hood that I'm like, damn, bro, damn, he fell off. All right, damn, So it be like that, bro. It be like that for real,
though, man. That's righteous, though, King.
And it's kind of just like, even like if you see your parent, you see your dad You knew your dad from a little boy when he's mighty. Now he's 80 years old. He's frail and stuff. One of your siblings over there mad at him. And you're like, man, don't do that to pops. You know, it's the same thing. You don't do that. You honor your parents, bro. You honor them till your whole life. You know, don't, you know, so then you'll have the Most High take care of you. And he said you dishonor your parent, he's gonna cut your life short. You feel me? He said he's gonna cut your life short. Give me let me get First Maccabees 1:11.
What kind?
Pure Judah, down to the story, tribe of Judah. You already know, fourth tribe of Judah. You already know.
This the book of First Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 11. You said 1, right, King?
Yeah, 1, chapter 1 and 11.
All right, Khan. In those days, when they're out of Israel, wicked men.
When out what?
They're out of Israel, wicked men.
Oh, I want you to substitute wicked men with busters.
All right, Khan. In those days, went there out of Israel, busters, who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us, for since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
See, they said, so there's some busters, man. They were like, man, we got to go with the heathen, bro. Since we left the heathen, life's been horrible. That's a buster. Since bro, you're basically saying the heathen, it was lit with the heathens. But with the Most High, nah, bro. But like I said, somebody got to do it though, because it said men, plural. They're going, some other busters going to be like, damn, you're right. I'm going with y'all. The righteous man gonna be like, nah, bro. I'm riding out with the Most High, bro. I'm riding out with the Most High. And that made me think of this. Let me get Daniel, bro. I was reading this earlier this week. Go to Daniel 3 when they about to throw him in the furnace. Hold on. Fiery furnace. Daniel 3. I think it's 3:16. Hold on. Yeah, go to 3:17. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on. Teaser, I'm gonna get that Psalms 94:16 after this.
All right, yeah. Go ahead. This the mighty book of Daniel, chapter 3, verse 17. And it reads, if it be so, our God whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thine hand, O king. But if not, be it known unto thee.
Hold on, okay, so a little context. This is Daniel, and they I think Nebuchadnezzar want them to bow down to that statue, and he's like, and the heathen had told on them like, oh, they're not bowing down, so they're like, we're gonna throw them in the furnace. So that's to catch you up to speed and let's see if Daniel was a buster or not. So he's like, say it again, bro. What you said?
Verse 17. If it be so, our God whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thine hand, O king. But if not, be it known unto thee, O king, that we will not serve thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up.
So you can start right there. So look, now that's mighty. So he could have been a buster, but he wasn't no buster. He said, check this out. He said, our God can deliver us from the fiery furnace. He said, but even if he don't, we're not bowing down. Bro, that's heavy. He said, even if he don't, even if the Most High allowed me to get torched, I'm not going to be no buster. I'm riding out till death. That's heavy, bro. We got King David with a mighty account, no buster, no buster zone. And we got Daniel, no buster zone. He said He said, our God can deliver us from this. But flip side, but if he don't, I'm still not doing that. That's heavy, bro. Yeah, I'm not no
That's
buster.
real.
That's what Daniel. I'm not no buster. He said, I'm not bound down to y'all regardless. You set me on fire or not. And the Most High looking like, ooh, this boy, he's in the heavens looking down like, man, I got some soldiers down here. This is written for our learning. The things written before time written for our learning. So it's written for us, so we don't be no busters. We see this, we like, oh, Daniel was a rider. If I get in that situation, I gotta ride it out. King David was, but yeah, give me Psalm 94, 16, the one for the sis. Let me see.
This is the mighty book of Psalms, number 94. And what was the verse?
16.
And 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
Who will rise up for me against the busters?
That's right. That's it.
Who will rise up? Right. What do you say? Who will rise up for me against the busters?
Mm-hmm.
What's the second part?
And who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity, the busters?
Who will stand up? Who will stand up for me against the busters?
That's right.
And we gonna go out there and slay the busters. Come on, man. This is what it's about, bro. And bro, he just broke down. He went to the Galatians and he was showing, the works of the flesh. The work of the flesh is a buster. The cold part about it, you don't gotta stay a buster. You don't have to stay. We was all busters. We was in the world being busters. We was in the world being straight busters. And we learned, we're like, oh man, I was a buster, man. I was doing this, man. I was hating my brother. I was eating pork chops and all type of stuff. I was at the Christian church. I was in the Muslim mosque. I was doing, just doing all buster stuff. But when I learned, I ain't no buster no more. That's what it's about. Not being a buster. It's great to hear your son read for you. What is his name? I miss him.
Yeah, that's Malachi. So it says Shalom to the sister.
Shalom.
That's right.
This brother Malachi. Brother Malachi.
Yeah. He says Shalom, princess.
Let me get Proverbs 16:4.
This is the mighty book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 4. And it reads, the Lord hath made all things for himself. Yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
See, even a buster for a day of evil. He made a buster for a day of evil. That's why I said, it says somebody got to be a buster. Somebody got to be a buster for the day of evil, but just don't let it be us, Don't let it be us, bro. So
that's mighty.
Like Judas. Judas was made to betray Christ.
Christ, yep. And Mashiach.
He was a buster. He had that, the spirit. I think we broke that down a couple weeks ago. How Judas, he had spiritual power. He was a thief. He didn't never correct himself. He flourished in his sin. He was a covetous thief. He always wanted to carry the bag so he could dip in it and be a buster, stealing from the church. So then he sold out. The Son of God for 30 pieces.
Right.
Which is nothing. He's a buster. That's only a buster would do that. Right? Evil busters for just recycling evil works. Right.
That's right.
They just going and going. Let me get Jeremiah 5:31. Oh my God. Judas is an ultimate buster, bro. We broke down Cain. Yeah, we got you got Cain, Saul, Korah, and Judas so far. And Judas, he got the trophy. On to them
Jeremiah
busters.
chapter 5 and 31.
Yeah. And
This
then
is the book.
bro, you had Jonah. You said Jonah was a buster, but
Con.
Jonah, you know, Jonah corrected himself, you know.
Con. That's
So yeah,
right.
go ahead.
This is chapter 5 and verse, you say 21?
31.
31? Con. This is Jeremiah chapter 5 and verse 31. The prophets prophesy falsely, and the priests bear rule by their means, and my people love to have it so. And what will ye do in the end thereof?
See, the buster prophesied falsely. And he said the people love it. Only another buster will love a buster prophesying false buster stuff. That's why it says everybody consorted to their kind. A buster gonna go with a buster.
That's it.
You know?
That's right.
Right? Let me get Isaiah 30 in there.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 8. And it reads, now go write it before them in a table and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever.
Go ahead. He said, the Most High said, record this. I want you to record these busters.
Right. Verse 9, that this is a rebellious people.
And these are some busters.
Right. Lying children. Children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
Right. Go ahead.
Which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things. Speak unto us smooth things. Prophesy deceits.
See, that's a buster. Who would want? Why would you want somebody to speak smooth and prophesy deceit and lies to you? You gotta be. That's a buster. You can't make this up. That's what you see in the church. They just like smooth words. John 3:16, God so loved the world, he loved everybody, and they hit the music and they don't want to hear nothing you got to say. Oh, Christmas is 90, I got Christmas. Oh, I don't want to hear that.
Right.
No, that's why he said, note it in a book. Write this down. This is rebellious children, lying children. They're busters. He basically said they're busters.
That's right.
They don't want to listen. Right? Teacher said, what about wicked? Yeah, we just read that, sis. The first Maccabee 1:11. Wicked men that want to be with the heathen.
Still holding it too.
Judas was the ultimate buster. You don't get a bigger buster than that. Right.
That's right. That's right.
Right. You got something?
Nah, man, King, I rest with that, King.
All right, let me get John. Let me get John 10 and start at 5.
This is the mighty book of John, chapter 10. We're gonna start at 5. Any stranger will they not follow?
Hold on, go to jump to 27 and then go to 5.
Okay, come. This is verse 27. My sheep hear my voice.
See, my sheep hear my voice.
And I know them, and they follow me.
Right. Now jump to 5.
Verse 5. And a stranger will they not follow.
And a buster they will not follow.
But will flee from him.
They're going to flee from the buster.
For they know not the voice of strangers.
Because they don't know no voice of no buster. So he said, my sheep hear my voice. they gonna follow me. But them busters, they ain't gonna follow them. They gonna flee. Like when that stuff, it ain't adding up. Oh, you said what? You said lunar what? You said y'all shine what? Say I'm out of here. He's a buster. Nah, man.
Hey, a buster indeed.
Yeah, a buster indeed. I am out of here.
Yes, indeed.
He said they're not gonna follow them. They're not following busters. He said because they already, they're gonna follow me. He said they don't, they know my voice. They know my voice. Every day I learn in the Bible proves more and more that we are truly the people in that Bible. It fits us to the T. It can't be for nobody else. Yep.
That's right.
Yep. I'm with you on that, brother.
That's a big con to that, brother, man. Big con.
So yeah. Let me see. So yeah. I got one more. Let me get Ezekiel 22. And you can start at 26. Actually, I got two more. But yeah, Ezekiel 22, 26. Yeah, this is our book and our history. The busters are trying to take it and say it's theirs because they don't got no sauce. Everybody trying to have their hands in our book.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 22, and verse 26. Her priests have violated my law. Oh, this is a classic, King.
The busters have violated the law.
Right. And have profaned mine holy things. They have put no difference between the holy and profane.
Right.
Neither have they shewed difference between the unclean and the clean, and have hid their eyes from my Sabbaths, and I am profane among them.
Right. So yeah, a buster is going to be switching stuff around. That's basically what he's saying. He's like they don't keep the Sabbath. They eat whatever. They're switching things around because they're busters. Right? They busters. Like you said, they don't got no sauce. They trying to take our book, have their hands in our book. They don't got the sauce, man. They don't got the spirit. The spirit is the sauce. They don't got the spirit, They try to take our book and wear them long black coats and stuff, Barbie doll curls, and try to lock their head. Man, they thought they was doing something, bro. When we woke up, we was like, bro, give me, man. I said, we said, bro, this is what we said. Give me my book.
Right.
What you doing? Thanks for holding it for me, keeping it clean. But bro, give me my book. They most I put them in a trick bag. Just had them preserve our stuff for us until we woke up. That's now, right. Give me my stuff, bro. It's mine. You are a counterfeit. Let me get Sirach 19:24.
This is the mighty book of Sirach, chapter 19, verse 24. He that hath small understanding and feareth God is better than one
right
that have much wisdom and transgresseth the law of the Most High.
See, it says he that have small understanding is better than a buster that got a lot of knowledge, but he's transgressing. Just make that sink in. That sink in. You could just know you're Israelite, Deuteronomy 28, the curses, and you keeping this stuff wholeheartedly. And you see brothers, how brothers like know the little maps, like you see these maps in the back of the Bible. The brother know all the maps. He like, man, I know, he know the whole thing. Jerusalem was down here, brother, and it's 500 BC. You know, you like, damn, that brother smart as hell. I don't know about the maps, brother. You know, he know everything, but he's wicked as hell, bro. You know, and he gonna get knocked off. You know,
Buster.
So he is a buster. So you gotta keep the faith in Christ, keep the law of faith in Christ. You're gonna be good, man. You're gonna be good. You don't gotta know every goddamn thing. 12 feathers and 10 horns, and you don't gotta know that. You know, it's good, but hey, you could get through this thing with the faith in the law. When I tell you how the Most High got his chosen showing out with the talent, that comment's on point. Yeah. Those that can't see it, that's because they don't want to. Right. And the Most High got them blinded. Shalom to Danielle, sis. Thanks for joining us. You know, I know it's late. Where you at? Shalom, sis.
Shalom.
But yeah, man, with the final thoughts, man, it's just like, don't be a buster.
That's it.
If you are, you got some buster tendencies, man. You know, you gotta get that up off you, man. You gotta examine yourself, be honest with yourself, because this is what we're like. It's grace, like on the name, it says grace. We're on grace period right now. So if you got some buster in you, man, get that up out of you before you drop or the second coming, and man, you're gonna be good. You know, that's all it is. This is just a temperature check. You know, don't be a buster. But somebody gonna have to do it though. It's gonna be a lot of busters that's gonna get their ass knocked off.
That's right.
You know,
That's said the Most High.
Exactly. 2/3. We're gonna have 2/3. 2/3 of busters. You know?
That's mighty.
But yeah, what should say? Somebody a buster, bro. All praise not me. He said, I ain't no buster.
Right.
Somebody is, but I ain't no buster.
Yeah.
You got some closing arguments? Some closing?
Yeah, man.
Facts.
Man, hey, you know them by their fruits, man. You know them by their works, man. So, hey, just fear the Lord, keep his law, statutes, and commandments, repent daily, you know what I'm saying? And just keep them busters out your face, man. Hey, man, that's all I got to say, man. This is something we all got to do as Israel, man. This ain't just, you know what I'm saying, for the brothers, man. It's the brothers and the sisters, man. The busters coming all forms. You know what I'm saying? So, and with all that being said, everything already being laid and all the everything being established, man, out of the mouth of two witnesses, man. Hey, King, that was a mighty lesson, and I appreciate you for inviting me once again, King. That was a mighty lesson, King.
All praise for all y'all that came out. You know, love all y'all. You know, it's an honor. It's an honor for me to be with you, and for y'all to be here. I greatly appreciate it. I don't take it for granted. You know, and let's get this thing. Let's keep going. You know, and let's not be no buster. Let's get the kingdom, man, and live it up.
That's
and with
right.
that, you know, I say shalom. All praise to the Most High and His Son, man. Love y'all.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Man.